Hello, everybody. Welcome to another mini-sode from Dissonant Waves. Manny has pawed me for attention already. How's it going, Manny?
Hi, Manny.
Hello, Manny.
Bits and Tricks are here, and it is our
Yeah,
seventh.
my cat's somewhere else.
Everyone wants to be somewhere else except for me, but it's our 7th anniversary episode, so we all gotta be here.
Yes, we do.
I didn't say I didn't want to be here. It's just my cat doesn't want to be here.
Oh,
I have a time cutoff. I do want to be here, but I also want to be elsewhere.
you have a vacation
I,
coming up.
I do have a vacation coming up.
I'm sick. I've got nowhere else to go.
You're sick
Hi,
now,
Raven. Raven has turned.
but you also have a vacation coming up, a much longer one.
Yeah. That's coming up from probably in about a month
Yeah.
from now. I've got a lot of planning to do.
Sick.
When you've been fighting a pretty vicious cold, you don't really do much planning. You kind of just stay in bed and watch The Simpsons.
How much Simpsons have you
I feel
watched?
like that's just what you do normally.
True. I haven't watched too much this time. I've only watched like a couple episodes of classic Simpsons. Some of it was season 9, which some people debate if that's classic Simpsons or not. But there's some
I
bangers in that one.
I consider up to
Yeah.
like season 15.
Yeah. Well, some people say it's only like classic is only like seasons 2 to 8, and then some people go like, oh, it's actually a much longer period. And I would agree that in the sense of I'd agree that the golden era is like season 2 to season 8,
Yeah.
but the classic era is still considered some of season 1 to like season 18 because there were some
Yeah.
actually really good fucking moments. Up until around, I would say around that point. I'm just saying like a random number really for the season. It's probably a bit debatable, but it, I would say like the HD era, like before it got to that, is where it started to go downhill. And only from like season like, still a couple seasons of the HD era, I think are actually like still good. It hasn't been bad until like I'd say season like 24 or something like that. What season are they on now? They're on like fucking 36, 38.
Something weird like that, yeah.
Yeah.
37 they're on.
I have not seen
No,
enough.
I always prefer the future.
You sound weird, Tricks. You adjust the mic.
I don't know. I always preferred Futurama.
There we go.
Okay, but Futurama is an easier one to describe for like its peak seasons because the first 4 seasons in its original run are genuinely top tier. They're probably one of the best. It's probably the best run of a cartoon of all time. Season 5,
Yeah.
which is all the movies, they're good. They've got their problems, but they're good. Season 6 and 7 are okay. I think they're very up and down. And I cannot tell you the recent ones because I think I watched is it season 8 or season yeah, I think it was actually at the very end of season 8 where I stopped watching because that season was dog shit.
Okay. I
I'm
haven't seen any. I've watched the whole show a couple times. I've seen it up to up until like the new episode.
Yeah, where season 8 is the new episodes from
Gotcha.
2023. Because season 7, which ended with the that time episode where they can go back like every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That is like still a really good
That is
ending
the end.
episode. Yeah. Like you could say it was season 6 and 7 being up and down and it ended like that. It's fine. Everyone wanted more Futurama and then season 8 was just like yeah, it
I'm
didn't need to
probably
happen.
still gonna watch it. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's still going. It's on season 11 at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't caught up.
Nah, no, I was really disinterested. It was kind of like Rick and Morty. Um where first season was great. And obviously they had that TV episode with all the kind of like skits and stuff in it, which was considered really good. And then season
Yeah.
2, I thought was actually fantastic, except for the sequel to that episode in which they did. And then season 3 was it just ruined it all, and I haven't watched since.
Fair.
They're all shows I have not watched very much of.
Damn,
Futurama is great, Domino. You should watch it.
this wouldn't have helped you in that cartoon bracket we did.
No,
No, it wouldn't.
I've seen random episodes of each one here and there, but never full season.
Family Guy is also another one where it's like the original run that they did is actually really fucking good. Like the first 3 seasons of Family Guy, there was some, there's some outdated humor in it, but it's genuinely still a really funny cartoon. And then, I mean, people always say what the kind of downfall was of Family Guy. Some people say it's like when they started doing the Conway Twitty stuff. It's some people will say otherwise. In the end, people still watch the shorts that happen on YouTube. I'm guilty myself, but
Yeah.
it's never been as good as those first 3 seasons. Oh, except for the Star Wars parodies.
I wish they just killed Brian and just left it at that.
I thought that was a really funny saga where everybody was somehow complaining about the death of Brian Griffin after complaining about the character of Brian Griffin for like the past 5 years before that.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to care about a story where nothing actually happens of consequence most of the time.
Oh no, like everybody knew that Brian wasn't going to be dead permanently.
Oh yeah.
That's what sucks about it. It was a cool idea.
Well, everybody except that fucker who got the Rip Brian tattoo.
Yeah.
Some people
That's
just
an old
believe
piece of
whatever they're
history.
told, you know? Well, Brian's dying. I guess I'll just not look into it any further.
Just rest in peace, Brian. Let me get that with my Pickle Rick tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a Pickle Rick tattoo. It's a Rip Brian tattoo. It's the head of Richard Nixon in a jar. And what's for South Park?
See, I will say that the downfall of Rick and Morty was Pickle Rick. Not when it was first announced, because it was actually kind of like, ah, shit, that's just stupid and funny. That could work. But then actually watching that episode, and it just felt,
Yeah.
that episode kind of sucks. The whole jokes in it didn't fucking work. Like it
And I
genuinely the
feel like
best
everyone
part.
claims that that's like one of the best episodes of the show, and it's just
No,
not.
it's not. The whole therapy plotline that happens in there has a lot of just gross out humor that doesn't fucking work. Where it's like, oh, look, the joke is he eats his own poo. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the best part of that episode is just he's turned himself into a pickle to avoid having like going to the
The
family
best
therapy.
part of that episode is that it gave us the "We Will Look Back at You and Love You Forever" song.
That
We
is
found the
well,
body on Pin Island.
that is also true. Yep.
Sure. Sure. Even though I like the Pickle Rickless one more.
Fair.
I had to mention that since we were talking about it.
Our streak of mentioning You Will Look Back at You continues.
Of
I
course.
mean,
Why would we not?
this also puts aside the whole like Justin Roiland shit,
Yeah.
I mean,
which it's been so long that I've seen Rick and Morty or anything that he's done that I've kind of forgotten about that. But I also thought that Justin Roiland as a voice actor, or at least in the roles that he was mostly doing in Famous for,
Yeah.
he was basically just look. You know that comic of look how hard I can piss.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the vibe that I got from a lot of his roles.
Justin Roiland pissing.
Yeah, pretty
vibe,
much. Yeah.
The vibe I was got from what I've seen of Rick and Morty was like, okay, some of this is just improv, but it's not very good improv.
No. There's a video which was like them doing like an improv table reading, and it was like
Is it
very early on.
the judge one?
Not the Judge one. Something different. It was like them at like a Comic-Con doing it.
Like I
But I
know,
think the Judge one was still out there. Sorry.
like I know the
But
TV one was famously improv, but I feel like the Pickle Rick scene feels like him doing improv too.
yeah, but I remember just watching that clip and like everybody was like, "Oh, this is funny. This is," and it was just like people in it, like Sarah Chalk. I'm gonna pinpoint this on specifically on you. You're not specifically a good improv actor. That doesn't matter. That's not why you ever hired or anything. But I can just remember it's like, well, you're just doing the voice of Beth and then just making a bunch of or you're just saying a bunch of profanity, a bunch of edgy comments, and then saying it's improv.
Yeah.
And it's she's not the only one that was at fault of that. It's just the one that sticks in my head. But like in TED 2, where they shout sad suggestions at the improv theater as a joke, when it is a 1 minute joke. It doesn't stretch
I
out
have
further
not
longer.
seen either Ted or the
Neither have
show.
I. Neither
Oh,
have I.
they literally just shout out stuff like "Do 9/11" or something like that, or Bill Cosby at the improv suggestions, and it felt that improv felt like they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll do any suggestion, we'll do all those and make it funny," and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first like TV episode that's got all the improv and stuff is good, not because it's good improv, but because it's so much of a dumb fuck around that you can forgive it all.
Sure.
The second one was just like, okay, the joke's gone.
Yeah.
Like even if you're doing improv, if it's like a recorded thing, it's ultimately the director's job and the editor's job really to find
Yeah,
good bits, and if it's not good enough, make new ones.
Yeah.
That's the risky run, right? It's like, oh, it's all improv, but it's not funny. We got to go back and like either do more or just accept that it's not going to be funny and just put it out. But of course, a lot of people that watch TV are kind of morons, so they'll just kind of go with it,
Yeah.
and that
that
just defines
is
humor for the
true.
next 10 years. People still fucking quote like how people need a high IQ to understand fucking Rick and Morty.
Yeah, but that's
To
just
be fair,
a
you need a really
fantastic.
high IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
That has to be one of the best copy passes that we've had in the past, like 15
300
years.
confirmed kills.
Yeah, so
That's not in the
this
past
eerie little
15
shit
years.
is
That's
is
free.
good as well.
That's Navy Marine SEALs. I'm pretty sure is like like naughties.
Fair. I was just saying in general.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, Rick
when
and
was the high IQ one actually?
that was 2018, I want to say.
It's good. Yeah, I was gonna say 9 years ago.
I'll give a shout to the 15 Milky Ways copy pasta.
Yeah, Rick and Morty these days, in my experience, is Pickle Rick, you need a high IQ, and Szechuan sauce. But only in context of people being like, hey, remember the Szechuan sauce thing? That was crazy.
It's a shame the Szechuan sauce was actually good.
And
Oh, that was
I always like sweet and
just
sour.
that was a cringe moment where yeah, oh god, they were all going over to McDonald's. Oh fuck, I
A
forgot
buddy
about
of
that.
mine actually made the drive. This is the same buddy that got diarrhea from the Taco Bell lettuce.
Well, there's always got to be one.
Do you have anything to say about that, Monty?
What do you got to say, Manny? Currently getting riches from.
Well,
Same.
now that we've successfully not talked about music for 15 minutes, and I mean, this is the beauty of the anniversary episode. We kind of like only sometimes have a topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what game are you
What do
guys
want
playing right now?
I'm still playing CS mostly because I finished Hades. Like Hades 2 was pretty good, but I don't feel like 100%ing it.
Real.
It's just a lot of replay
I couldn't
to
get into Hades.
it. Its variety doesn't come the same way that Binding of Isaac does, where it's like, well, yeah, you can actually choose a little kind of branching paths of how you want to do it, or High Score, or even Spelunky. You know, the original Spelunky, where it's just like once you're done with this, it's kind of like, okay, you're done. It's good. I didn't care too much about the story. I feel like music was done better and stuff like Transistor still, but that's good. Happy I played it. I also
I'm
played
playing
Power Rust Simulator.
Bioshock.
I am playing a game technically that is under embargo because I'm reviewing it, but it'll be up by the time this is gonna go out. I'm sure. I'll just
Uh,
wait.
Spill the beans.
I'm playing a game called Dusk Fade.
Okay.
The indie release. It just is coming out this week. It looks like Kingdom Hearts, but it's kind of like Jack and Daxter.
Okay.
I
Um,
know. I know. Project Footy comes out like either. I think it comes out in 2 days for us, and I might see if Pete's gonna get that, which I assume he will because it's an AFL game.
is to update the video.
Yeah.
All right.
How many AFL games have come out since Pete made that video?
I think only just like AFL Live, like probably like AFL Live 26 or something like that, if that exists. There, we have a dire need for good sports games for AFL and NRL. They just do not exist.
I'm curious what the future of sports games is going to be now that Electronic Arts is owned by Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the future seems to still be kind of like the whole because it felt weird to see it in a rugby league game. I haven't played it. I just saw it, and people was somehow spending money on it. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's the whole loot box stuff that they have in that for player cards.
Yes.
So I know EA's had that, and I think 2K's had that as well. It's
Yeah.
not one specific game that has it, but it's basically all major sports games that try to do that now, which are just like I could go into Rugby League Live 3, I think it was, or it was either 3 or 4, when the servers were still up, and you could do your own like player sharing. I don't know if that still exists, but like that was funny because I had a former coworker who someone had actually made a fan model of in the game.
Wild.
Unfortunately, he wasn't at the same time that I was working with them, so otherwise I would have shown it to them.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but that's the type of shit which I find funny. That's what we need in games. We don't need the player cards. We just need this random shit happening.
We just need them to keep doing the biggest moments in that sport, or like the weirdest moments,
Yeah.
or something.
It would be wild to just have like some rando put into like a sports game roster, like have a lottery and like they're going to be the worst character in the game, but like you get that honor.
Just to put into like context as well with that like person I was talking about, they were like I assume some people get it from context, and I assume you two will get it from context. They were a former NRL player, or I think the time that they were playing was like when it was called ARL, it wasn't actually called NRL. They weren't a big one, so it's not like this is a fucking
Yeah.
Cameron Smith or something like that. But someone modeled like a team from a specific year because they made the finals.
Hmm.
So he was like just modeled because I was a part of it, and I just think that's just really fucking funny.
That is
And
funny.
you know, I guess it's still not as good as like I've seen the creations people do in wrestling games.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That shit's incredible. Like someone once made a Kirk Van Houten.
Yeah, there's a ton of shit you can do in those wrestling games. And it's always impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like anything that I'm too like interested for this year though, in terms of video games.
Oh no, I'm not interested in any video games at all.
Gotta get into the indie scene. Everything there is just like interesting.
Yeah, there'll definitely be
I'm
like
still
something that
looking
comes
for a
out.
puzzle game to replace The Witness for me.
Well,
Depends on the
like
puzzle
I
game.
found myself kind of disappointed by some of the releases that I was hyped up for this year. Now, if I don't play a lot, it doesn't mean too much, and I'm sure I've missed some of the great indie releases of this year. Mutagenics was great for a period, until like I actually had played it for 20 hours and realized that, oh, actually, I hate this game.
Real.
Which is kind of still like, well, I got a good 22 hours out of it, so it's not like that's bad, but also I just wouldn't recommend it. I didn't actually get far into the game at all after 22 hours.
Yeah.
And without having to put in a serious amount of time researching how to actually play the game, I wouldn't be able to play it, and that just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
other one, which everyone hyped up, I was ready for because I thought art wise and visual wise, it looked really cool how it was going to go. Was Mouse PI for Hire?
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that game starts off great, and it's just like, yeah, I'm down for this. And then by the time that it's done, you go like, oh yeah, no, every single reviewer got the score right.
I played Denshattack. I reviewed it for startmenu.co.uk. That was a cool game. Tony Hawk but trains.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it kind of calls to mind this idea of like, what if Tony Hawk just like, what if they just went around like North America and you had like 50 levels, just they're smaller, but they're just like every conceivably cool place you could go.
Okay.
What was the game called again?
Denshattack?
Denshattack.
Yes.
As in like dentures and as in like teeth dentures?
DENSHA.
Oh,
I think that's Japanese for train.
I see, I see now. Ah, shit,
Do you have anything to say,
looking at
Monty?
it. Very kind of like cell animated, which is nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the story's like super amazing, but like
Nah.
it's more just, unlocking levels and like doing tricks, and if you want to get all the objectives you can.
Yeah. I wanted to pick up Backyard Baseball 2026, and then it cost $60 Australian, and I didn't want to pick it up anymore.
Crazy. But those backyard sports games were so good like 25 years ago.
Mm.
They were.
Yeah. I do want to pick up, and I just need to play it with people. We are Big Walk.
I've heard that's really
Yeah.
good.
Same.
I loved the Untitled Goose Game, and they're Australian developers as well. I should probably be the one out of us three that's like the most into gaming, seeming as like
Your job.
that's my yeah. Well, no, gaming's not my job. Programming's my
Yeah.
job. My major, I guess we'll call it, or my diploma was in game development though.
Sure.
Yeah.
But nah, I'm just like nah, fuck it.
I mean, if we went off those metrics, I'd have a movie podcast.
I
I'd be
would have a
making movies.
podcast about engineering.
Well, we did a movie podcast once for an anniversary episode, Dominic. How long did it go for again?
Like 2.5 hours.
I think it went for as long as both the movies did. That's probably why we don't let you do a movie podcast. You'd be here forever.
Yeah.
We'll just wait for
I
when
was
Trix and
was
I are left to
tempted.
our own devices.
Yeah, when we
I
talk
was
about Twin Peaks for
tempted
6 weeks.
to ask for one topic to do would be just because we'd done the Barbenheimer like doing a movie again, but it'd only be just because it's on streaming and stuff now. Nevada the band to show the movie,
Yeah, that
which
I'd
is the
love,
one movie I've seen this year.
I'd love to see that at some point.
Yeah.
I I know you despise like the whole kind of like spoiler shit and stuff like that, but it's genuinely one of those films which is like you if I give you a spoiler, it just ruins it.
I've heard a good amount of the spoilers. I feel like, yes.
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
I would personally keep it that way, Trix, until you see it.
I have virgin ears.
Yep. If you just know nothing about it and then watch it, it's I mean, you can
That's
watch
exactly where I'm at with it.
yeah, you can know certain things about Nirvana the band to the show.
Like Blue Shop Wednesday.
Yeah, stuff like that. And still be fine, but it's not needed. Know anything. Like
Gotcha.
I think that's what makes a good kind of like franchise film, as we'll call it here. Excuse me. Is when you don't need to know all the source material to still enjoy the thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the SpongeBob movie, you don't need to know all the source material to enjoy the SpongeBob movie.
You bet I know all the SpongeBob lore.
Oh yeah, we do, but you don't need that.
Right.
Compared to
Yeah.
like a fucking tie-in like movie finale or something like that for a film for a TV show, uh, where you need to know all of that to understand. I don't know, like the fucking I can't think of one on the top of my head because they all suck.
I mean, you need to know all the Marvel movies to really understand, like, Avengers, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you need to watch any of the Marvel movies.
No.
Not to understand. I just don't think you need to watch them.
Oh, I don't watch them anymore. I'm not interested really.
Yeah,
But like, I know that like
I
part of the enjoyment is watching them all and having that long form story layout.
people. I remember like people really liked Endgame and still called that one scene where all the female characters that they've had over the years are bound up in one scene. I call that I call that segregation in a different form. Uh, yeah, it was a pretty cringe scene, but also like that whole fucking movie was kind of shit. I didn't like it. Like I didn't have the context of a lot of other MCU
Sure.
because MCU definitely it was whilst like before the pandemic that kind of thing where you'd get your friends, you would all go see an MCU film together, and sorry to say, I'm a bit of a loser. I wasn't ever invited, so I didn't have that interest. But I also found without having any of that, I had no interest in watching the MCU.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any kind of like "fuck you," I'm gonna go watch this anyway. It was like you either watch this with friends or family. You know, I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy with
Sure.
family, like the first two.
Yeah.
Which the first one was good.
First one was fine. I had fun.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was unfortunately the downfall of the MCU afterwards was probably the success of that because they kept and trying to make everything fucking comical and bullshit and everything. It's like you got
Oh,
to get one good film out of B characters and now you're milking the shit out of them.
I don't know if I would blame
Yeah.
Guardians as much as I would blame Joss Whedon in the Avengers movie for all that.
That's also probably fair.
Yeah.
Like,
But that first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is genuinely a good film.
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I
first
Yeah.
saw
Guardians of the Galaxy is great.
I saw all those first wave Marvel movies, and I was trying to give it a serious thing, and I just thought that first Avengers movie was the most boring fucking thing.
I have never
Well,
seen the first Avengers movie.
You like people
pe-
talking in a room.
I've seen the
people don't like
second
admitting
Avengers
it.
movie.
The one that people don't like to admit is that Iron Man movie sucked.
Which one?
Yeah.
I liked them,
There were
but
elements
I
of
think I
Iron
was
Man I
also a
liked.
kid.
If you consider it like a movie that happens to be about Iron Man, it's okay. But it's
Literally,
annoying.
the only interesting part of the whole Iron Man series is just Tony Stark going, "I am Iron Man" at the end of the first one. That is the only interesting part of the whole three films.
Do you guys remember the Iron Man TV show from the 90s?
Of
No.
course not.
Damn.
But
It might have been
also
early
in like
2000s.
also in fucking Marvel ruining everything. First Deadpool film, okay. Like I as someone who grew up reading Deadpool comics and stuff like that, there was a lot of problems with how Deadpool was getting treated with popularity and flanderized. But the
Yeah.
film, okay, there were some elements of Deadpool that just won't ever be translated to film, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
second film, about the same quality, honestly. It was good to watch. Had some good moments, even if they're cutesy moments, even if some of them were a bit, starting to get MCU'd.
Did you ever see the recut?
I haven't seen a recut. Apparently, the recut's pretty funny.
They just do Princess Bride as like a framing device.
Yeah,
It's alright. It's the PG-13 version, right? They're trying to make it more family friendly because for being sold to Disney, I guess.
but Deadpool 3 or Deadpool and Wolverine sucks. It is
Seen that one,
shit.
yeah.
See, like, but
It,
that's
it,
the
it-
thing. Like, they hired fucking Sean Levy to do that. They hired Stranger Things guy to do that one.
it's so fucking terrible. I'm I'm watching it and I have all these people laughing out loud and going, "Oh, how funny is Deadpool 3 and everything." It's not a Deadpool fucking movie anymore. It's just it's Disney shit. But because there's some laughs, we can say it's Deadpool.
Like,
And it just everything that they actually got deep into the lore and especially in Deadpool way on it, they just fucked over again, which is the original mistakes that they did in the X-Men Origins Wolverine film.
like the
Yeah.
like this is the problem, right? Is that like, okay, I would not say the people that made the first Deadpool were like super well known directors at the time, but they pulled it off and
Yeah.
they did a good job. You're gonna tell me that the guy who directed Big Fat Liar, Cheaper by the Dozen, The Pink Panther, all the modern ones, the Night at the Museum movies, that this is the guy that's gonna bring Deadpool and Wolverine to that same level?
Yeah, I mean, the first Night in the Museum's an okay film. I wouldn't say the other ones were. But no, I mean, it was.
Like
I
the
mean, the
Adam Project
Deadpool
was one
film,
of those. Adam
the first
Project.
two got to exist. Sorry, I'll let you go first. I'll let you go
No, I was
first.
gonna say the Adam Project's one of those movies I've seen in shorts a bunch, and it seems all right. But again, not Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, I haven't seen shit from Deadpool and Wolverine because I think people are realizing that it just wasn't a good film now. But the first two films managed to feel like they existed outside of the MCU. And there's always people who talk about like, oh, getting Deadpool into the MCU and Deadpool, whatever they do, whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't matter. Genuinely, do not care if it's in the MCU or not, because
Nope.
I was just there to watch Deadpool. The third film doesn't feel like that because it felt like MCU fan service with Deadpool in it instead of actual Deadpool fan service. And sure, you don't. Not everything has to be fan service. That's.
Yeah.
But that is only what the MCU does these days. Is
Yeah,
fan service.
the less you give fans, the better. I think.
So if I'm getting a Deadpool film, I would rather, if it's going to be fan service, it be Deadpool fan service, or just no fan service at all. Pick one of those. Don't make it fan service for something that's basically unrelated.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool and Wolverine's only interesting because they got Hugh Jackman to do it again.
But what's so interesting then about Disney has a shit ton of money?
Nothing. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with fucking the new Avengers. It's like, oh, they got Robert Downey Jr. back. Robert Downey Jr. would do anything to feed his cocaine habit.
I mean, his movies outside of it have not been exactly great. I saw fucking Doolittle. That shit sucked.
He was fine in Oppenheimer.
That's true. Oppenheimer was good.
I don't think people go and say that Robert Downey Jr. was the best part of Oppenheimer, but he was good in Oppenheimer.
Yeah. I forget that
Yeah.
he's in that until people mention.
Because the costume department's done a really fucking good job in that film.
Yes.
This is like the other film where I usually say that is Bohemian Rhapsody, where I feel like the only applause that should be given in that film is to the costume department. I don't really think the acting was that great in that film. Well, editing, oh god, that was terrible, and everyone agrees on that one.
Bohemian Rhapsody, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of the worst editing you've seen in a major production like that.
Yes.
It is Bohemian Rhapsody as a film. Just it is the big problem with music biopics, in which, I mean, I haven't seen Michael, nor do I plan to. I've heard that's even worse, but they just bullshit a lot of the story to make a good film. And apparently, my dad, when he saw it in theaters, this is just the first-hand account I got from my sibling who saw it with him. Said he apparently shouted bullshit the second that Cream broke up because he had seen them in the Horden that year.
It. See, this is the thing. This is why I didn't want to continue making movies and like when I got my degree, right? It's because we kind of lost the plot to people that are like, well, you have to make it a movie. You have to give it a movie arc. Like, not particularly. Like Queen as a topic is just interesting. You tell a story that's true to that and show scenes that are true to that, it doesn't necessarily fit your clean 3-act structure, people will still be interested in it, and there could be still some really cool character work in it.
Still wanted to watch Better Man, the Robbie Williams one, which I know is apparently a bit lost in the US because he never had a big hit, I think, in the US,
No,
or
not at
at
all.
least wasn't as big. Yeah. But he absolutely was fucking huge in the UK and Australia. And I thought the whole concept about him saying, fuck it, let's be a monkey the whole time.
That's
He's funny.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it, I can't judge. So
I did see Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was kind of, it was fine, but then you get the stuff where it's like, well, then Freddie Mercury got rich and famous, and then he did a lot of drugs and had a lot of sex, and then blah, 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 blah,
but
consequences of
Brian
actions.
May,
I think
he
I saw it in
was
theaters
absolutely
twice.
the rest of Creed, they were all straight edge the whole time.
Yeah. As much as I don't like him, I wonder what the Sacha Baron Cohen Queen movie was going to be like.
I reckon it would have been better.
I reckon it would have been better.
It for sure would have been better.
I mean, even with the Michael biopic though, that's still a case of where obviously a lot of it's been movieized or however we want to put it, but and obviously a lot of it comes down to the legal fights with the estate, who very much doesn't want Michael Jackson to be portrayed in a negative light, which well, you're a bit
Which is
40
why you
years
don't
later,
make the
Matt.
biopic. You make the TV movie that everyone saw 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even then, there is, as terrible it is to say, there is a genuine story with Michael Jackson.
There is, absolutely.
Yeah.
You cannot tell it
even
while they're alive and doing the estate, because they're never going to let you tell it right.
No.
even at the very end, there is a movie arc with the kind of resolution in which, like, Michael Jackson just before his death actually might have been the most popular he was for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously that whole drama and everything and controversies and pedophilia were all topics before that, and were still kind of topics that were going to happen around that tour. But the This Is It tour that he was promoting and stuff like that was primed to be probably one of the biggest world tours of all time.
And that movie sure did a lot of money, too.
Yeah, so even in just the story wise, Michael Jackson, you could still say there's that 3-act movie structure, but they just don't ever want to have the actual conflict.
Right, and
They would just do.
there's so much you could tell about the Michael Jackson story, and like, there's different movies you can make from it. A lot
And
of them,
apparently, Janet Jackson didn't sign off on the movie, so they can't use her likeness in it, which is also kind of fucking funny.
That is pretty funny.
it's the same thing with American Sniper. That movie was tainted by the fact that the guy died.
Yeah, and died in a shooting range, didn't he?
A bar or shooting range or something like that. But the
Yeah.
family's never gonna let Clint Eastwood like tell the story where they kind of reveal Chris Kyle to be who he was,
Yeah.
because that's what
And the
Clint Eastwood,
fake baby.
because that's what Clint Eastwood usually does. Is like he makes those movies about like people in situations where they have some internal conflict or regret about the actions they did, or they're painted in a light that is not very flattering, and it's about
And
them dealing with that and overcoming that.
go to Trix's point, the fake baby. Like obviously not everything you see on screen is real. It's a big one, including children. Sometimes they are. It is just a doll that's just there, and you got sounds. It's a lot cheaper, especially they don't actually need to be on screen properly and all that,
Right.
and probably a lot more humane. But Jesus Christ, they didn't even bother to hide that one, did they?
Well,
That's you could blame a lot of people for that,
yeah.
but ultimately they let it go through.
But that's like Game of Thrones Starbucks coffee cup.
Yeah.
Like, you could go and say, "Oh, that's just a pretty simple mistake," or just suspend your belief for a bit because it's not the overarching point, but it's also like this is the duty of care that you put into your product.
Yeah.
And there was that whole cycle after American Sniper came out where there was, like, every holiday season there'd be that one conservative movie that would come out and then it would do decently well.
The Sound of Freedom.
Sound of my ass.
Melania.
Look at that one, didn't do well.
I don't know. It's still numbers on.
I mean, any movie that's on Netflix will probably have people watching it. Like, the numbers for that are probably a lot different.
Yeah.
I do love that the person like involved or like that the Sound of Freedom's supposed to be about. Basically, Arthur was just like, hold on. This dude's a pedophile.
Wild.
Ah, I love America. Never
Yes,
never gets old.
it does not.
Well,
This-
we've talked about movies for 40 minutes. Do we want to talk? And we've talked about games. Do we want to actually talk about music maybe on our music podcast?
I had an idea. I want to throw it by you too.
Yeah.
We have an All-Star episode coming up. I thought it might be interesting if, because I know Trix and I have made a list of who we might want to pick for the All-Star episode. I don't know if Ritz has it all.
I basically
I have
haven't.
3 picks at the moment.
What if we all like picked for each other?
Interesting.
Okay. Could I have more time to procure my list, or are we going off the dome right now?
I was gonna say that'd be an interesting way to end this episode, but if you don't want to, we don't have to.
I'm happy to do it, assuming as we've
Fuck
we
it,
still
you
got a
got-
bit of time.
You got 3 picks, and 2 of them are John Dwyer.
I have a pick of 6.
I don't have a list at all, so
Yeah, well, how about we read them out?
I'll even let you pick the album.
How about we read them out, and then we can take stock of what's there and see who we can assign to what.
Okay.
Let me pull up the list of what we've already done, just so the audience knows.
is there any old star that's released an album this year?
I mean, the All Stars have come, they've come and gone. We've done them since, right? Like, Of Montreal released an album this year. We've covered them.
Yeah, true.
And the list of All Star recipients so far on our show: Neutral Milk Hotel, Petite League, Violent Soho, Of Montreal, Jakey Graves, Pup, Arenol, Homeless Ware, Origami Angel. And now,
Well, shit.
and add 3 more.
I'm trying to think of some artists that I've picked that are like old stars.
And for the audience, our general requirements are we have to have covered them at least twice, and they can't have not have been picked before. And ideally, if we're picking them, it's going to be the same project. But that's a kind of a loosey goosey one.
Yeah.
Sometimes it will count, sometimes it won't. I'm not going to count McCartney solo because we've not done McCartney at all yet. We've done McCartney and Linda. We've done the Beatles, but not just McCartney.
Gotcha.
Jeez. You know what? You know who I'm thinking of like as the first one for who's an artist that we have covered multiple times. That I did bring up first and has an album out this year is actually Courtney Barnett.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the first one on my list.
Oh, yeah, we've done Courtney Barnett twice. That does count.
Yeah,
Yep.
things take time, and sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit.
Yep. But only twice,
Yep.
though. That's surprising to me.
It is. Once by me and once by Ritz.
That's, someone could assign me that, and then she'd be picked by all 3 of us. But there are plenty of other options, too. For example, King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard has not been picked yet for the All-Stars.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. King Gizzard will probably have like up there with the OCs for most of the time.
Yeah.
Another one we've done a number of times. Hockey Dad. Hello. Huh. Hello. 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 Hello.
I think we're back.
There we go. That's weird.
That just crashed on us completely.
Do we all
Yeah.
have issues?
Yeah,
it did.
all of us just had issues there. So anniversary episode, that's the anniversary tech issue.
Yeah, we've had one every year, pretty much.
But I said yes. The one we've not done at all for an all-star episode is Hockey Dad as well.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, add that onto my list then.
Yeah, I found another one I'm going to throw onto my list too.
Trix, what is on your list so far? Give us one.
Well, I already told you I have John Dwyer twice with John Dwyer's solo stuff with Damaged Bug, which has a 2026 album. Or there's also a new 2026 OCs.
We done I think we haven't done Baronia and the debut EP still from Hockey Dad, haven't we?
That is correct.
Haven't.
Yes, cool. Just wanted to make sure on that.
We've talked about it a bit, but we would not pick them in a while. Trix Rush. It's not.
Yes, we haven't
featured.
picked Rush. That is true. Throw them on my list. Make that 5.
I keep meaning to pick Sufjan Stevens again, but it's not come up yet. Then that's another one we could add to the list.
Yeah. I'm throwing an oddball out there. Shannon and the Clams is on my list.
Only done Shannon once.
I thought we did twice. I thought we covered Onion and the Moon is, or the Year of the Spider.
You've never done Onion anything.
Gotcha. We've just done Year of the Spider.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, never mind then. Back down to 4.
I just
Yeah,
control
I don't know what else
Onion in the Dissonant Waves doc, and we've never done Onion anything.
My bad.
Onion Bubs.
Oh, I know one I can replace Shannon with the Clams with that's kind of cursed.
Okay.
The Growlers.
The Growlers have not
Can
been
we stop?
featured yet.
Can we stop during the Growlers though?
The last thing we covered was Feel My Funk.
That's true, and it was bad.
Yeah.
They've never been good enough to get past the allegations.
I like the Growlers. I was listening to them today.
You know what? I think is the last one, unless Trix has this in their picks. Mac DeMarco.
Ooh,
I do not.
That's a good choice.
I'm gonna take Mac DeMarco and put that as my 3. It's Mac DeMarco, it's Hockey Dad, and it's Connie Barnett.
I have 2 more on my list. JPEG Mafia. We could do old or new. And other one is Joey Valance and Bray.
Okay.
We've not done their
Yeah,
first
true.
album.
Yeah, we've done them twice. Yeah.
Yes, we've not done Punk Tactics.
Correct.
So how do we pick?
How do we pick?
Well, we could either assign people to each other, or we can look at the overall list and pick one for everyone. Like, it's still it's basically us.
I like the
but...
idea. I like the idea of someone picks someone else, and we get this as a cycle because either either Dominic can pick me or Trix can pick me, and it has to be either one of those ways. So I'm just gonna get a coin flip up. Trix,
Okay.
heads or tails?
Heads.
All right, and let me get random.org up on there and go flip one virtual coin. It is. Oh my god! I just did it of a coin type that I don't understand. It is heads. So Trix, do you want to pick me or Dominic?
I want to pick you.
All right, which means I have to pick Dominic, and Dominic picks Trix.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds pretty easy. Dominic, since you lost the coin flip, what's Trix's choice?
Let's see.
Oh, do you want your options again? Because I don't think I gave you all of mine.
Please give me all your options.
I have OC's Damaged Bug, which is John Dwyer solo. I have the Growlers, and I'm also going to throw in Hot Flash Heatwave.
Okay. I think it has to be Hot Flash Heatwave.
Okay.
That's
So
soaked, right?
Yes.
So remind me, which Mac DeMarcos have we done?
Let's see.
Have we just done from Here Comes the Cowboy?
Here Comes the Cowboy. 2 and 2 demos. 5 easy hot dogs and 1 Wayne G. Guitar. That's it.
Cool. Okay, so my hockey dad will be the EP, which I should have
You
off
can
the top
pick
of my head.
both the album and the EP. That is allowed.
Yeah.
True, actually, because it's only okay. So if it's hockey dad, it's going to be in Dreaming plus Veronia. Even though that has one song in there on both of them. If it's Mac DeMarco, it's going to be, as I get my fucking This Old Dog, I'm pretty sure is the title of the album, isn't it? Yes.
It's a good one.
And if it's Courtney Barnett, it's the you know what, I was gonna say, do we do the new Courtney Barnett one? But no, if it's Courtney Barnett, it'll be the Courtney Barnett and Kurt Val collaboration.
That is allowed.
Well, it's going to be Hockey Dad.
Alright, well it's Dreamy and Baronia.
Because I've been on a Hockey Dad kick.
Okay.
Dominic, please give me your options again.
My options. I have 5. You have Sufjan Stevens. They want me to say the album or just the artist?
Say the album with it as well.
Alright, Sufjan Stevens, I picked The Age of Ads. Rush, I picked Caress of Steel. JPEG Mafia, I picked Black Ben Carson. Joey Valance and Bray, Punk Tactics. And King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Murder of the Universe.
Ooh.
Well, you see, I have to pick Murder of the Universe. Just
my favorite
because
Giz album.
Just because in the tens, that's my least favorite King Gizzard album.
That's my favorite Giz album.
I remember being personally so disappointed by that album, and I haven't revisited it in a while, and I feel like this is the perfect excuse to do so.
I come back to Lord of Lightning all the time.
Lord of Lightning was an alright one from it, but I keep in mind because that was a 2017 album, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't I think I might even put it higher than Banana.
They have 5 albums from 2017. They have Microtonal Banana, they have Gumboot Soup, Polygon Wonderland, and Sketches of Brunswick East. And the only one that I don't have on my computer because I never bought the CD because I just didn't like the album is Murder of the Universe.
Does that mean we've covered all of them except for Sketches?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
if
is a
we've done-
controversial take to like sketches more than Murder of the Universe.
I don't think we've done Gumboot Suit actually.
That one is more of a like compilation album.
Yeah, it was the one that they did to close out the year just to get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They promised 5 albums. God damn it!
I have 36 King Gizzard albums on my computer, and none of them are Murder of the Universe.
Goddamn.
I could have picked fucking Live of Red Rocks. Damn.
Do I have that one on mine? No, I got Live in Brisbane, and I got some demos. I don't have Live in Red Rocks.
the comedy of that being that's an 8-hour bet.
I know, yeah.
So yes, when we get to our All-Star episode, Trix's picked by me will be Hot Flash Heat Waves Soaked. Ritz's Ritz's picked by Trix is Hockey Dad's Baronia and the Dreamin' EP. And my picked by Ritz, is gonna be King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Murder of the Universe.
Which
Okay.
I respect going into that period of time instead of just putting on a live album or the demos.
It seemed like the next one to do, just on some logical level.
Yeah. I mean, like you could have gone a bit further back and say done like an I'm in Your Mind or Paper Mache, or I think Oddments is the one where it's got like the songs that were on streaming, but it's all like a compilation as well. So I respect going for Murder of the Universe. I feel like that is quite possibly the most interesting one to go through. Just if it's for me and Trix's conflicting takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that means Hot Flash Heatwave, I think, is now going to be completely covered.
There might be some singles.
Or maybe like a live EP or something.
Yeah, there's a audio tree or a KEXP.
There must be, right?
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
I mean, the most disappointing about King Gizzard for me is that their rave set that they're doing right after their biggest show in Sydney happens during my honeymoon.
There's the Dreamin' of You single, the Red single. This night has opened up my eyes.
Oh shit, that's right. There's a King Gizzard album this year as well.
It's not out yet, right?
No, it's out. It doesn't say when it's out because I don't think they've announced the date. They've just announced that it's coming out.
Trix, there's a 10th anniversary version of Neapolitan with some extra songs.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I don't see a live set. I thought there was. Oh, there's an audio tree. There we go.
Yes.
So our most expansive band that we've covered in terms of just the spread of episodes can still live on to episode 300.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset Mac DeMarco didn't get picked because that just seemed like a really nice thing to throw on, but I will defer.
I think we can definitely go and look at This Old Dog later in our lives, which I think is still the best Mac DeMarco album.
And I mean, if you're gonna give me Hockey Dad as an option,
yeah,
I'm gonna pick Hockey Dad.
To be fair, Trix, I'm pretty sure all 3 of my picks were kind of like targeted at you.
Pretty much.
Even the left field
Courtney
of having
Barnett.
I was going to say even with Kurt Vile, I feel like would still.
Yeah.
Oh, my throat's gone.
All right, that does it.
How are you two feeling?
I'm fine.
It's 3:20 a.m. and I would like to hang out with my boyfriend.
We are coming up on the hour mark, so this will be Dissonant Waves for this week. My name is Dominic. Catch me online at Blue Sky at dacichocky.bsky.social. I also write some reviews for startmenu.co.uk. Also the editor of this podcast. So whenever you listen to us, feel my presence.
Except you usually release this one unedited, don't you?
Sometimes, yes.
I feel like there has to be an excuse during the whole, oh shit, everything just went down.
We can leave that in.
You can
Yeah.
also leave that in, and it'll just be Dominic talking to himself. Just another week.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. Dominic, we love you. I've been Ritalin. I'm dying. If I'm not here next week, I died. Oh, hi, Raven.
Hello.
I have been Trix, and you can catch me on vacation next week.
And we're off for that next week. Yep.
Raven, don't lick me. That's how you get sick.
But we'll be back soon. Don't you worry. We have plenty of fun stuff left to do this year. Stay tuned, everybody.
I literally can't die because else Raven won't get fed.
You need to get married too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but Raven's food comes first, doesn't it, little girl?
Yeah, the cat does come before marriage.
But we should congratulate Ritz on his marriage officially.
Yes, congrats, Ritz.
Congratulations.
Raven's biting me.
And with that, end the episode. Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.